You know, Larry, the hallmark of his career is he's always had these great songs. I mean, he's just got an ear to pick great songs, like the one we were just talking about. But you've had some great writers write for you, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I did after I got started. In the first few years of it, they were kind of hard to find because back then you had the little 45 RPM records, and I went through all kinds of records. My manager he owned a distributing company for records, and I spent a lot of time down there going through songs that never did get played on the radio or anything, going on B-sides and all that. But after we got started, we had such guys as Joe Allen, Dave Kirby, and Dallas Harms, so many great writers that were writing for me, and I really appreciate that.
What's the strangest place you found a song that you really liked and did something for you?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I've always had the freedom to pick and choose my own material, and I appreciate that. But the first time I heard the song Paper Rosie, it was brought from Canada by Mr. Frank Jones, who was heading up the country divisional capital, Nashville. And he brought this song back thinking it would be a great Gene Watson song. And really, I didn't care for it. And I went in the studio and tried to get to like it and put it together and everything. And I didn't make it. I didn't come off with the song. And Frank asked me would I go back in because he said, I think this is a hit song for you. And he said, I think if you'll try again, we can get there. So I knew he was real adamant about me recording this song, being written by Dallas Harms of Canada. And the second time we went in there, we added a flute and a clarinet and a trombone to that recording. And I changed a little bit different attitude. And when we left the studio that time, I knew we had us a song. And thanks to all the people, it was number one.
It's the second one on this collection that you've got. Are you doing that perchance?
Yeah, why not? You want to do it, Jimmy?
Paper Rose?
Yeah.
Sure.
This is the number one. The sun goes down in Calvin County. Neon lights from an old beer sign shone through the window out on the sidewalk. As I walked in to pass the time, I looked around, sat down at a table. I ordered beef on rye and a glass of wine. And through the door came a little old lady. She was selling paper roses, and they only cost a dime. Paper Rosie, Paper Rosie, she sold you paper roses, and they only cost a dime. Silver hair that's lost its gold, trembling hands as she passed the rose. Red crepe paper made nature's bouquet. Help a little old lady buy a rose today. I took the rose from her trembling hand. With eyes of age, she smiled and walked away. Like a breath of spring, I could smell the rose. It came alive, and I heard her say, buy my roses, pretty roses. They're only made of paper, but they only cost a dime. I went to look
for her outside. A spray of roses lay by her side. The sky lit up and a choir sang. 1,000 voices as the church bells rang. They sang Rosie, paper Rosie. She sold you paper roses and they only cost a dime.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Man.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle.
These clips are great, but to see where country legacy lives in full episodes, go to countryroad.tv.